All right, good morning. Welcome back to Comino here in the Malta archipelago, the Maltese Islands. I don't think that's what they call it, but I think that's cool. I love this place because it's so pretty. It's so picturesque. The watercolor is incredible. The clarity is just crystal clear. There's almost no boats in the anchorage right now, but that is not going to last all day. Here in like 2 hours, 3 hours, this place is gonna turn into a bit of a zoo.
This anchorage is probably Malta's most popular outdoor tourist attraction, and for good reason. But living on a sailboat in a crowded yet beautiful place like this has one huge advantage. When the tourists head back to their hotels and Airbnbs, we get this place all to ourselves. So the trick is for us to do everything real early in the morning and real late in the evening once everybody leaves. Then we get to experience this place in a way that most people only dream of.
It's crazy how different it is once everybody clears out.
Yeah.
And now is the time for us to do it, because in just over a month, our lives are about to change forever.
Oh,
Yeah.
big lady.
She's moved.
So we're taking this chance to explore these beautiful Mediterranean islands, celebrating our last sailing experience with just the two of us, or three of us.
Man, what a cool spot.
Yeah. It feels nice to be in the sun too. The Mediterranean water is a little bit colder than Caribbean water.
Yeah, dude, I am cold, man. This is like the area that very few people go to, but over there it looks like there might be some restaurants and umbrellas and lawn chairs.
Yeah, you've got to be a little adventurous to swim across the bay to where we are here.
Yeah, this is only where the truly intrepid souls swim across that little bay. Here you go, buddy.
Thank you.
Some nice hot tea. That was fun this morning.
That was really fun. It's nice being a little bit chilly and ready for hot tea in the middle of the day.
In the middle of a hot day. I know. Just manipulating your body temperature that much it's very relaxing. All right, well, I'm gonna do some computer work at my new computer station. Oh, yes. So this has been the project that I've been working on for the last couple weeks off and on, is switching from a laptop to a NUC 11 Enthusiast. It's a small little desktop computer, but then this large monitor basically cleared up all the clutter here. So now I'm able to like stand because I have back issues, so I can stand and do all my computer work. And then when I want to sit, I just move my stuff over, and then check this out. Prepare to be amazed. Oh, yes. Oh, dude, this makes me so happy. You can't even imagine. I was thinking how much I love being in this beautiful place, having it all to ourselves, and then when the crowds come in and when it starts to get hot and get a little hectic outside, just come in here and chill and get some work done and just feel very cozy in our home and just kind of shut out the fact that there's a bazillion people out there right now. Man, looks like they're practicing some sort of, dropping and picking people up with a military helicopter. It seems like kind of an inappropriate place for that because this place is full of tourists trying to have a good time and it's super loud. If they get to pick wherever they're gonna do stuff, maybe they just pick the spot with the most girls in bikinis or something, I don't know. All right, so I've been inspired by some of the other boats in this anchorage. It's a pretty tight anchorage,
But like a lot of semi-exposed anchorages, at night the wind calms down and we end up kind of going beam to the swell, to the exposed part, and then we end up rolling a lot. And so last night I didn't sleep that well because we were rolling so much. But also it's such a tight anchorage that for us to have enough scope out that I can sleep at night and be okay with that means that we've got a lot of scope out during the day when all these little boats and day boats come into the anchorage. And so to solve both of those problems, I'm gonna do what a couple of these other boats are doing, which is run a line ashore and then always have our bow towards the direction of the swell. The first step was we've already flaked out the line that we're gonna use in the dinghy. And so now we're just gonna dinghy to the shore and wrap the line around a really convenient rock that I found. I think it may have actually been carved out for this purpose in the past. And then come back to Atticus and let out some chain, take up on that line so that we can basically be nested right up against the cliffs here and then always have our bow towards the direction of the swell. Okay, I think that's good. We're close to the shore, so we're not impeding people's ability to anchor around us, yet we're still in really deep water, there's no rocks, and best of all, we're facing where the swell is gonna be coming from, so no rolling tonight, so I'm gonna sleep well.
Buddy, in 2 months, I'm gonna be able to put my shoes on with less
All by yourself?
of a production.
Nice and easy, hop on. It's crazy how different it is once everybody clears out.
Yeah, feels like a playground for cruisers. One of my favorite things about living on a boat is the ability to wake up, go out my front door, and jump straight into the ocean. There's nothing quite like an early morning swim in crystal clear blue water where I can have some time to myself and really appreciate our surroundings.
How was your morning swim?
It was so nice. Wish I could do that every morning.
How your hands feel?
A little bit more mobile. Over the last week or so, I've been getting really stiff and painful joint problems in my hands and my wrists. And so I looked it up. It looks like some women develop carpal tunnel in their 3rd trimester. As much as you can ice your wrists as possible, the better. But we don't have ice on board. So I've just been trying to swim 2 or 3 times a day, and that really helps. Look, square fingers.
Nice.
What you reading there, bud? Got a picture book?
That's right, I got a picture book. It's a book about the Knights Hospitaller, which became the Knights of St. John, which I think you can refer to as the Knights of Malta. So they're the religious military organization that ran Malta for hundreds of years. So I was just having a really hard time grasping what the Knights of St. John were, and so I actually got 3 books like this to help me understand them, and it actually is starting to make a whole lot more sense. A lot of people have heard of the Knights Templar that was kind of made famous with the Da Vinci Code.
Yeah.
But the Templars were created to protect the Holy Land.
That was a cover.
Well, the Knights Hospitaller, which became the Knights of St. John, they were a competing group at that same exact time. Basically, they were running stuff over in the Levant and like the Palestine area. They got kicked out of there, and then the Pope gave them Malta at one point. But I love this book mostly because it does have lots of really good pictures. Like, look at that. That is a great quality picture. Big, colorful, makes it easy to learn. Anyway, what a nice time of day here, just like every day. Sun starts to get low in the sky and the place clears out and gets quiet. We get it all to ourselves again.
Yeah, I think we should stay here just until we run out of food.
Like literally until we're so hungry
Yeah.
that we have to.
We could even beg, you know, go to boat, be like, do you have some rice?
Yeah.
I'm pregnant, it's for the baby.
So there's a lot of things to love about this anchorage, but I think my favorite part of every day here so far has been my morning walks with Oso. So quiet, so peaceful. It's a really fun hike, and Oso just loves it. Just a really cool way to start the day.
This morning, before the hordes of tourists set in, we decided to head off to do some free diving. Not even a mile away from the anchorage is the patrol boat P-31 Wreck Dive. At 170 feet long, P-31 was originally built in 1969 for the German Navy to patrol the border river between East and West Germany. After that, she was sold to Malta, where she patrolled for smugglers. And in 2004, P-31 was bought by the Malta Tourism Authority to be scuttled as an artificial reef and diving attraction. Now, it's been a long time since I've done any free diving, and I was more than a bit rusty. But eventually I was able to make it down to the bow of the ship, about 55 feet below the surface. Desiree, on the other hand, being in her third trimester, decided not to push it and stayed above 20 feet.
Whew, all right, that was fun.
Yeah, that was. That was our first time freediving in a year? I think this might be the first time Oso's seen us in wetsuits. You know, he was like, what the hell? I think I'm not quite done yet. I'm going to clean the bottom a little bit. I noticed when we were sailing here that the log on the bottom of the boat, so it's like a little wheel that spins when water flows over it, that's what tells the boat's computers how fast we're moving through the water, and it wasn't moving at all. So I think it was just some growth on it. So I'm gonna head down with my tools of cleaning. It's kind of feels funny to be like doing boat chores in a place where everyone is on vacation around us. It's like mowing the lawn if you were just outside a hotel in Hawaii or something. Yeah, this has been an awesome spot. Definitely one of my favorite anchorages we've ever been to. He's like, get my butt.
You're a good dog.
You're a good boy. He's like, I like it here too, guys.
All right, well, we've been anchored in this really cool spot for a couple of days now, and that cave right there has been beckoning to me, and I'm gonna try to convince you to come with me to check it out, because I don't really want to go by myself.
You excited, buddy? You want to go check out a cave?
There you go! Yeah!
You got a hitchhiker. There's a beach. We could probably walk from here. Oh, there goes Oso. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. Man, this is nuts. You think there's buried treasure here?
If there isn't, we should definitely bury something back here.
Look at the cave itself though. It's so long and narrow. It's so cool.
Your new home, baby?
Come on, let's go. All right, so we are getting out of this beautiful anchorage, which is unfortunate because we love it here, but it's just a time for us to get a move on. One tricky thing about leaving is the fact that we've got this line going ashore off of our stern. Now today, the wind is kind of moderate, like 15 knots on our starboard beam, so it's pushing the boat this way. So basically, once we release this stern line, the boat's gonna wanna swing all the way over there. Well, there's a couple boats in the anchorage, and we should have swinging room, but it's a little tight. So the trick is gonna be to release this line and then have Desiree take up some of the chain so that our swinging radius isn't as large.
Okay, that's Blue.
Cool, well that worked out great. That boat behind us is definitely behind us. We would have been kind of awkwardly close had we not kind of made that pull in of the chain maneuver. So, ready to get out of here?
No. Say goodbye, beautiful anchorage. You want to stay here longer, Oso? Well, it is time to pick up the anchor and head out of here, but it is so bittersweet because this has definitely been my favorite anchorage we've ever been lucky enough to anchor out in. It's just so jam-packed with so many beautiful vistas and unexplored caves, and it's just so breathtaking. Hopefully, once we have our little baby, we can come back here on a shakedown cruise.